What's going on, everybody? I'm your host, Juice Wayne, and this is the review for the second episode of Gotham in Season 5. And this episode was okay. Again, like last week, I thought last week's episode was okay. This week's episode, again, not terrible, not great. It was just okay. I don't know about you guys, but I have not been wowed by either of these first two episodes. But I will say the preview to the next one, where episode 3, it looks like we're going to have a Catwoman versus Harley Quinn fight. Now that has got me really excited and interested in seeing the next episode, but these first two episodes of Season 5 have been kind of lackluster, and I have to say probably one of the reasons why I wasn't so wacha about this episode was because they did exactly what I was hoping they weren't going to do, and they had Ivy be the witch, and she is the reason why Selina is getting her legs back. So again, Gotham with the repeat storyline of Poison Ivy saving Selina, and it's just the same recycled stories going on in Gotham. We'll talk about Ivy here in a little bit, but the same thing's going on with freaking Riddler. Riddler, again, doesn't know who he is, trying to find out who he is. He's going through these, like, crazy, like, oh, two-personality kind of things. It looks like when he's sleepwalking, he's creating drama for the Penguin, so he's more than likely going to get the people in the city to go against Oswald, and that is just going to be the drama we'll see unfold later. But again, repeat storylines because we've seen Riddler versus Penguin forever now, and we've definitely seen Riddler not knowing who he is or trying to become the Riddler again. And it's just, I don't know, I'm just tired of saying the same thing over and over. With these characters, you can do so much with these characters. They don't always have to interact with the same person. They don't always have to hate the same person. There can be so many different things happening, but for some reason, they're just like, let's do it again, but slightly different. So that's all I'm going to say about Riddler. I didn't think anything exciting happened with him. Also, the actor that he was working with, I don't know about you guys, but I felt wasn't that great. Like, it just seemed like he was kind of reading the lines and, like, I don't know, the chemistry wasn't there between them two, and it just felt really weird watching those scenes. But again, nothing really happened with Riddler. I said before even coming into this season that his storyline was one of the ones that I did not even care about because I knew it was going to be the same thing from the previous season. But let's go ahead and move on to Ivy. So as I predicted, the witch was going to be Ivy. And, you know, Bruce goes and sees her. It looks like she's killed some people. Some people have caught her. And, you know, Bruce is like, let me, you know, he does his whole Bruce magic and he manipulates people. And he goes and talks to Ivy. And, you know, she basically bait and switches him. Ends up killing all of those guys. And just ends up talking to Bruce. And is like, alright, fine, I'll help you, blah, 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 blah. And she ends up giving him this little route to save Selina. You know, if you watch the episode, you know what happened. But I have to say, if that is all we're gonna get of Ivy, like, let's just say the season goes on, the rest of the season, and we don't see any more of Ivy, that's gonna be kind of disappointing that would be the only thing she does. Because at the end of the episode, Bruce asks her, like, where are you gonna go? And she's like, that's none of your business. And then she's all like, you should probably, I'm not gonna lie, this made me laugh. But when she was like, you should probably hurry up, that root's not going to survive a long time out of soil or whatever. When Bruce ran away, I legitimately laughed. I don't know why I did, but just seeing him run off, I was just laughing. Like, it was just, you don't see Batman just run off, you know what I mean? That just looked really, I know he had to get to Selina really quickly. It just looked really funny. He could have just walked away, but them just showing him run, I don't know why. I laughed. Maybe I was the only one, but I found it hilarious. But again, if this is all they're going to do with Ivy and she's not going to be in any other episodes, this is going to kind of suck. I want to say that there was a wanted poster for Ivy somewhere on the internet for this season, so hopefully she does have another episode where she can be badass again. But, I don't know, nothing really was, like, great with her here. So, yeah, I didn't really want Ivy to be the witch, so I didn't really like this. But can we go ahead and talk about how they didn't really do anything else to build her up as the witch? He just showed up, and she's like, oh my god, she killed people with plants, and she's a witch. But there wasn't anything else. Like, what's the connection with the nurse? Like, we didn't see the nurse in this episode, and how does this nurse know about the witch? Like, does she work for Ivy? Like, where's the character development there and the connection? This lady just knows about a witch? These are the kind of little things that I think we're going to see a lot of in this season, because it is the final season. They're going to try to fit so much into this final season that I think little things like this, we're just going to have to let slide. Because, you know, in other shows, you would develop these kind of things. You would show, like, other people talking about this witch or having Ivy show being this powerful witch or something like that. But no, it's just kind of like, you know, you hear these rumors or whatever, and boom, oh, you gotta go see the witch, and boom, Ivy's the witch, and like, it's just everybody kills her, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. It just was kind of like too much, too fast. And I really hope that the whole season's not going to be like that. Again, I hope Ivy comes back. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Not going to lie to you guys, as I'm looking at my notes for this review, not a lot happened. Yes, we had Jim go save the kids from the previous episode when that one kid warned them. So that was kind of cool. We got to see some new factions, which they killed. I thought the freaking Sugar Skull gang was going to be a little bit more throughout this season. But no, they put her down immediately with a headshot, which was kind of cool, because I always like people and villains just getting taken out immediately. But, you know, that freaking crew looked kind of cool, so I was kind of hoping they were going to stick around. But no, they got blasted immediately, because when Jim was in a bind, I was going to say Selena, but Barbara shows up with a freaking tank gun and just destroys everybody, which was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. And then, of course, Gordon saves Barbara. They have, like, this itty-bitty moment of, like, ooh, you know, love, you saved my last bullet, blah, blah. And then we get, like, the whole heroic, like, oh, there's hope at the end of the tunnel or whatever at the end of the episode, where there's a whole building of new refugees and stuff like that, and Barbara's like, oh, we'll talk again, Jim, we have unfinished business, blah, 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 blah. I totally mentioned this in other videos. I knew that Barbara and Gordon were going to end up working together to go against the common cause of Penguin. So some pretty predictable stuff happening there. I will say that the whole mother scene was kind of cool in this episode. I did absolutely love when Bullock was down in that dining room area and he was looking through everything and the mother showed up and he just threw her, because that is exactly something I would do. If somebody just showed up behind me, I'm like, oh bitch, and I would just run. So that part made me laugh out loud, literally. And yeah, Bullock totally owned her, but then he runs upstairs, tells Jim, we gotta get out of here. And what blew my mind was he came in from the hallway, right? And he was like, dude, we gotta get out of here, whatever. And then he ran into a room that he knows nothing about instead of running back into the hallway. And then, of course, the whole, like, lights and everything trying to make them go unconscious happened. And Mother showed up and they get into a little squabble. But I was just like, what are you doing, Bullock? I'm gonna chalk it up to him just being scared and not running back into the hallway. But I was just thinking, I was like, why would you run into a room that you know nothing about when you just came from the damn hallway? But I don't know. I don't know what you guys thought about that scene. I just thought it was pretty hilarious. That kid was kind of creepy that was working with Mother. And since she lived, I'm going to assume that we'll see her later on. Lastly, the only thing of any significance in this episode was Selena got her legs back. So she went through the whole exorcism thing where she goes, and then bada bing, bada boom, she got her freaking legs back and she turned into the cat eyes. Oh, look at my eyes, they're cat. So we got the cat eyes for a moment. I was like, ooh, maybe they kept the cat eye stuff out. But no, that's the way the episode ended. I mentioned this in the trailer breakdowns from previous videos that I thought it was kind of silly. Still think it's kind of silly. I know that they mention that the root or whatever can change a person, but she's not going to keep these cat eyes. So I think they just kind of added it in there just to be, you know, oh, she's a cat, woo. To be honest, it's whatever. Gotham has totally done worse things. But I will say the next episode does look really interesting with Selena going after Jeremiah and then eventually finding him, I'm assuming, because her and Harley Quinn or Echo or whatever they're going to call her look like they're going to be getting into a fight, and that looks pretty dope. So, although I have not liked these first two episodes, it's not that I didn't like them, but I haven't been really intrigued or interested in these first two episodes of Gotham, that next one looks pretty dope, and I'm hoping that that's going to be the one that gets me like, alright, this show's got some promise. But as of right now, Season 5 just seems kind of okay. So that's really all I got, ladies and gentlemen. You can expect a trailer breakdown during the weekend sometime, so definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss when that video goes live. Also, follow me on Instagram, because anytime there's some breaking news or some cool news about Batman, I post it on that Instagram faster than I can post a video. Also, there's merch, because who doesn't want merch? And as always, there's extra content. Go watch that content, because why wouldn't you do that? But anyways, guys, as always, I am your host, Juice Wayne. Batman is awesome. Am I right? That's a cheap outro. Bye.